Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. Tonight, we're on to week 2 of the NFL season. We got a good one on tap, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. You look at this defense for the Vikings. They've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down. Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on fourth down. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Fielded at the 20. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. First play's a run with Nwangu. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
On second down, here's Nwangu. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 12 yards there, first down Vikings.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On play action, Cousins. Just keeping the play alive. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down. First carry now for Alexander Madison. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. You look at this Eagle defense. This crew against the pass, issues at times, ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
They'll take that play right there each and every snap because throughout this season, they've given up some big plays. To be able to hold someone to no gain, Oh, yeah, they'll take that one all game long.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Hey, we're good, we're good.
To the air again, it's Cousins. Over the middle and hauled in by Osborne. Touchdown! K.J. Osborne. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Vikings put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Great.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Hurts sets up to throw it. Complete. Smith has it. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now it's 3rd and 3. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
The Eagles had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line.
And Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA, with a sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
23 yards the pickup there.
May not be the first name you think of with the Eagles offense, but Smith had an incredible 2022. 11th in the NFL in catches, 9th in yards, as the #2 option in a run-heavy offense. First down there from one of the game's best young receivers.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. Now they trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Escaping the pressure right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground. After the sack here, 2nd and 11. Throwing is Hurts. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Here's Hurts to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
Now that's a quarterback who's in charge out there right now. Wants to throw the ball on third down, doesn't find anyone open, tucks it away, takes off, and picks up the first down. Not by a little, but by plenty.
His throw caught at about the 5. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Swift is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled at the point of attack, and I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one, but occasionally the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly, maybe...
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. C.D. Lamb, his second touchdown on the season, and the Eagles are an extra point away from drawing level. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Losers in the season opener on Sunday. They get that quick turnaround 96 hours later. Here we go. They're back at it. And I've got to think, especially early in the year, that's a good thing for these guys, is it not?
It absolutely is, and we've seen it many times demonstrated over the years. Teams have a rough opening game, have to play the Thursday game. That quick turnaround allows them to go ahead and throw the other game out, focus on the new one, and typically they play much better in game 2, so I would agree with you totally on that.
His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They go play action. Cousins. He's going to find Jefferson open downfield. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw, Cousins. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Here's Madison running on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Jordan Davis, just a monster on that play, stopping it from going anywhere.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
Cousins. And he's got this to Jefferson. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Cousins now on second down. Drops this off with Nwangu. And the Vikings are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. And he will take this one into the end zone
for a Viking touchdown. Kene Nwangu, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Second down, here's Hurts. Flush to his right. Oh, a dangerous pass there, and it's intercepted. Now he's free at the 35. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down the coast
Both
now
of these
Orlando,
coaching staffs
where we find
feverishly
Jonathan
making their
Coachman
final
ready
plans
with our
for the
EA
second
Sports
half.
halftime
One of these two
report.
teams
Coach.
is going to get their first win. And for the call, let's kick it back out to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And the half will begin with a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced. Either throw it or run.
There he goes, left side. Down the left sideline. Room to maneuver at the 35. A big play there for Minnesota. 45 yards. Things looking much rosier for them here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now a give running left is Nwangu. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 40 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash too.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Inside the red zone, and that means don't come away from there with anything less than 3 points, but everyone's thinking about 6. They're trying to get to the end zone. They decide to run a toss. Big people up front being mobile and moving, and a running back trying to follow behind them to find yardage, and that's exactly what he did.
Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4. And they'll send the slot in motion left. And he'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. Jordan Addison with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Vikings take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Point after try forthcoming. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He's got Smith here. Into space at the 45. Down the right sideline. Inside the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 73 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll set up a throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DeAndre Swift. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles get a bit closer. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll go right back to Nwangu. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Osborne motions left.
Go ahead. Stop.
Off the play fake, Cousins. He'll check that down to Nwangu out of the backfield. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Extra point attempt to follow here. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Now he dumps this off over the middle. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Seen. Now he's loose at the 40. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Wait, that.
On 1st down, they'll run with Nwangu. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, they got 48. Listen to me.
Here's Cousins. He'll get this to Nwangu. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown.
Jordan Addison.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Vikings take advantage of the short field and finish it off with a quick touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 24. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
He's across midfield.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They'll get this off to Swift.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
Flushed out right. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard.
Down inside the 10.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
And quickly to the outside. That's caught by Lamb.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9.
2nd down. Here's Jalen Hurts.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown.
CeeDee Lamb.
His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Eagles are able to cut into that deficit.
It's complete, and he will not make it to the goal line. The defense holds him here. And this is still a 3-score game as the lead remains 18. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
17-yard line.
To throw is Cousins. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Osborne motions left.
Play fake. Cousins. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
And here's Ryan Wright now.
Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace.
Hurts fumbles it. And the Vikings pick up the football. They find some open field here.
Down the sideline he goes. Inside the 20.
And they are going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Makes the score Vikings 45, Eagles 20.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game.
Picked up by Joe Williams. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Lucky 50. What's that?
Up the middle, Nwangu.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
64 yards on the ground for him so far.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
Here's Madison running left. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
52, Eagles 20.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Cameron Bynum. And the Vikings are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And down he'll go at the 25. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Back to Nwangu again on first down. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And